What's up everyone, welcome back to Diamondback RC. You've read the title, I know why you're here. Let's go ahead and unbox this. There we go, the new CR-18P 6x6 flatbed by Hobbyplus. This one is blue, but they're also available in yellow. This is a new transmitter I haven't seen yet from Hobbyplus. It's got 6 channels. I'm assuming because this has so many lights and the winch. Really cool looking. Now for the truck. Man, I'm hyped up for this one. Let's get that plastic off there and take a good look at the new CR-18P 6x6 by Hobbyplus. First off, this looks great. With this being the first hardbody from Hobbyplus, I'd say they did a great job. They added a lot of cool details into the cab and bed area to make this really scale, and I'm sure it's going to do great out on the trail. There's actually quite a lot of similarities with the Hobbyplus Evo Pro, like the 2-speed metal geared Evo transmission. There's a 280 big block motor, there's a big bore shocks, there's a servo mounted front axle, and the 2 rear axles, which are actually the newer anti-torque twist counter rotating rear axles. There are 2 ramps that slide out of the deck for loading vehicles onto the flatbed. As you can see, my CR-18P fits onto the flatbed without issue, so you should be able to fit any 18th scale or 24th scale crawlers. You can access the battery and electronics by tilting the cab forward by pressing 2 tabs with your index and thumb. With the cab tilted forward, you can see all the wiring for the lights. You have a better look at the electronics and the battery, and you can see that winch mounted in the bed. I've got it all powered up and ready to test. The transmitter for this model requires 4 AA batteries. Similar to the 4-channel FlySky transmitter, there are dip switches to adjust the drag brake, and you have knobs for your steering and throttle trim and dual rates. There's quite a few light functions which are controlled with channel 3 on the transmitter. There's the first, which is off. Then we have headlights. Then we have headlights with blinkers. Then there's headlights and high beams. Headlights, high beams, and flashers. And back to off. Channel 4 is a 3-position switch which controls the transmission's shift servo. First position being low range. And the second position will give you neutral. And then clicking it into the last position will give you high range. I believe it's channel 5 which controls the winch. With this switch you can toggle with your thumb. Pressing the switch up allows the winch line to go out, and then pressing the switch down reels it back in. The winch line is really long. I didn't measure it, but it's got to be at least twice the length of the truck. This should make it useful for recovery situations, but for the sake of this video, it takes a long time to reel all the way out and reel it back in. This is the top speed and low range. And here's the top speed and high range. It's actually pretty stable at trail speed. I really wanted to try out that winch and test the 6x6 as a recovery vehicle, so I had to go out with one of my Rushmores and get it stuck in a precarious situation. Okay, we'll call that a success. Let's go ahead and grab the 6x6 and see what it can do. The 6x6 actually crawls better and is more capable than I would have thought. I should have figured that it would crawl relatively well, being that it's based on the CR-18P Evo. It does share the all-metal drivetrain from the CR-18P Evo, but it feels like there's a larger split between low range and high range in the transmissions, with low range being lower, providing a better low-speed modulation and more torque for hauling situations. I'm not going to try and load this up on the rocks, I'm just trying to help it out of this bad spot. I wasn't sure how hard I should be on this winch, but it's proven to be durable and is actually pretty powerful. Here's the loading procedure with the ramps down and using the winch. This Rushmore is kind of heavy, but it has grippy tires and doesn't really freewheel, so I did give it a bit of a throttle assist to help it get up the ramp. The winch really helps to secure the front end of the vehicle and keep it from falling off the flatbed. As I said earlier, the 6x6 crawls better and is more capable than I would have thought, so I'm going to go ahead and run it through some hard lines on my course that I never really thought I'd be attempting in a hauler, yet alone completing with such ease. For something that's not a dedicated rock crawler, it's actually stayed really composed and balanced over the rocks. This truck has a lot of LEDs, and I think it's cool that they included a light bar on the roof with all the light pods in the front bumper, along with incorporating all the LEDs into the flatbed. With all the lights switched on, you can really see how bright the LEDs are. I'm telling you, this thing does great on the rocks, especially for something that has to carry such a heavy plastic body up high. And the flatbed probably doesn't help the center of gravity either. This section of the course can be tricky, and I'd honestly be impressed with any new RTR 4x4 that could do this. Look at how the 6x6 articulates and makes its way up this incline. The approach and departure angles are great for something this big. I really like this combination of the FlySky electronics with the 280 big block. The FlySky ESC has really great low speed modulation, and the 280 big block has a lot of torque. They work together really well, and for an RTR system, it's about as good as it gets. I'm sure this is going to be a big success for Hobbyplus. I've seen a lot of hype around it online, and there's a lot of people that want a super capable 4-wheel axle 6x6 at this scale. I'm impressed. I think it looks great in any situation, be that loaded up with a truck, or on the rocks, or hitting the trails. As good as it looks stock, I'm sure there's people that are going to customize this platform, and I look forward to seeing what comes with that. That's going to be it for my unboxing and first impressions on the new CR-18P 6x6 by Hobbyplus. I'll have more videos with this up shortly, but if you like this video, you might like other content on the channel. Go ahead and check that out, and like and subscribe to see more from Diamondback RC. Thanks for watching.